special guests on our panel tonight. We'll start by introducing psychologist Dr. Francis Frankenfry of Massachusetts General. We also have physiologist Dr. Fu Chu of Shanghai Innovative Research Center of Traditional Chinese Medicine. Thank you both so much for donating your time to be here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're here to get their professional analysis of today's hot topic. Miss Jillian Balbant hails from Fremont, California, and suffers from a rare condition recently diagnosed as FSD, frequent snorting disorder. Now, let's go to our experts for some comments. Let's begin with Dr. Chu. Doctor, based on your knowledge of the patient's history, can you pinpoint anything that might have triggered this condition?
The phenomenon of snorting has been long studied at Shanghai IRC. We don't, as of yet, have all the answers. However, FSD has often been attributed to appendix swelling, fallen arches, and underseason general chow chicken. Although these are positive correlations, we cannot be certain they are the answer to the question, what causes FSD? To quote an ancient Chinese proverb, you can't fry chicken on a pizza stone.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Sometimes the only fix for things is a Chinese proverb. Now on to Dr. Frankenfry. Doctor, as you look back on your medical background, have you ever seen anything like this in previous patients?
We have found similar cases. Dr. Freud often studied patients who dealt with this same sort of disorder, though it didn't have that name at that time. I personally have never seen it in my work, but I have studied it for several years, and I would definitely agree with Dr. Chu that correlation does not equal cause, so it's really hard to say what is the definite cause of the problem.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Thanks, Minnie. I'm here with Hank, Jillian's ex-best friend. Hank, how did it make you feel when you first started noticing that Jillian was snorting?
I can't really describe with words because it really hit me hard. But it was just around the table one night. We had some friends over and we were just talking together and just telling jokes. It's a real fun time. But she started snoring, and I kind of knew the condition, and it didn't hit me hard at first, but day after day she just kept on doing it, and I knew something was wrong. So it hit me hard after about a week or so. So I don't really know what else to say with that question. I was struck mildly by it.
Hank, when did you decide to terminate the relationship with Jillian because it was affecting your emotional state?
Yeah, I just couldn't really have a good relationship with other people when I was struggling so much with that, and just talks with other people. They thought it might be best for me and my best friend Jillian to just kind of split ways and just remember it's a close friendship, and so I'm never gonna have a friendship like that again. She was a special person. So yeah, I think this is definitely going to be a tough time in my life, but I can go through it. Tough trial, very traumatic, but I think I can walk through it and have a good outlook on life.
Thanks, Hank. You're a brave man. Back to you, Minnie.
Thank you so much to Hank for opening up to us like that. I'm sure our watchers appreciated that. Dr. Frankenfry, what advice would you give to Hank or to other people who might be watching this program who are experiencing similar friendship trauma?
Well, I would say the most important thing for them to know is just to support those people who have FSD as much as possible. Obviously, as we saw in Hank's case, it is not easy living with someone who has FSD. It's extremely difficult, but the most important thing is for their friends and family members to support them and reassure them that they are normal people. They can function in society just like everyone else. So really, just that support and reassurance is the most important thing that friends and family can give.
Sorry we're not many, but we have breaking news from Snort reporters monitoring Jillian snorts day and night that she has already snorted 11 times since the beginning of this film just 5 hours ago. We will be keeping you up to date with hour-by-hour reports. Stay tuned for more. Back to you, Minnie.
Dr. Chu, over to you for a possible cure.
Yes, well, as far as cures go, what I would suggest is soaking a sesame seed bun in balsamic vinaigrette. and then you apply it to the left pinky toe with a bandage. Following this, you need to do up to 2 hours of lying completely still and listening to reggae music. This isn't guaranteed to cure the condition completely, but it should at least relax the patient while we further investigate potential cures.
Hi, I'm Hansi Kohlenberg with Dream Big Foundations, and I'm asking you to donate your money to help Jillian's wish come true, and that is to be able to meet the San Francisco 49ers football team. You can see she's wearing her jersey, has always been a fan, and she has always had this dream of being able to meet the team and watch them and in a game, live game, and I'm asking you to donate. Jillian lives her life every day in isolation, and this would make her year. This might even be a highlight of her life if you would donate and be able to send this fine young lady to meet the team that she's always followed and always loved her whole life. And we're asking you to donate. If you can donate, please call 1-800-NO-SNORT and give your best donation today.
Hi, this is Dr. Snorton Halton. I'm a German doctor, and I am here today to talk about this FSD, the frequent snorting disorder. And I am here to tell you that Jillian, this is not a real case of Snorton Halton. She has not ever really been a true snorter. I am thinking that something is quite wrong with her nasals, but the snorting is not a real thing, because I have studied this FSD for such a long time, and I can tell you this, that as my research would tell you, she is only a fraud. This is a whole fraud. I cannot believe that we are discussing this today. I have seen actual cases all over the world, and she is not a real one. So anyways, it's been my privilege to be with you today and to give you my humble opinion. I know, as the researcher that I am, Dr. Snorton Halton, that it will someday come to light that she is not a real snorter.
To quote an ancient Chinese proverb, you can't fry chicken.
Me too. I'm having so sorry, guys. I take ownership for that one. That was my bad.
You can't fry chicken on a pizza stove.
We did start doing better. We did. And then like
You can't fry chicken.
Oh,
Chinese proverb. You can't fry chicken on a pizza stove. Did we make it long enough to get the laugh off?
I don't think so. Do it again.
Okay.
Providing as much reassurance as possible, letting them know.
You need to write out.
You're
So
fine.
good off of
You were really good, Hannah.
You're doing good to help this amazing cause, to help cure this action.
We're here to get the professional analysis of today's hot topic. Miss Jillian Baldwin hails from Fremont, California, and suffers from a rare condition recently diagnosed as FSD, frequent snorting disorder. Now, let's go to our experts for this one. Let's begin with Dr. Lee. Doctor,
Well, the phenomenon of snorting has been a long-studied matter at Shanghai IRC. We don't, as of yet, have all the answers. However, FSD has often been attributed to appendix swelling.
No!